Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunya Asatya Deshakrani Om Jnana Tirandasya Gyasakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Novistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jita Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaya Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Shri Visakambikam Shra He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Vipasmindubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we continue reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 23 and 24. Sri Prarada Uvacha
Shri Prabhupada Uvacha.
Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dashyam
Archanam Vandanam Dashyam.
Sakyam Atmani Vedanam
Sakyam Atmanivedanam.
Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu
Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu.
Bhaktisyanama Lakshana
Bhaktishnana Lakshana.
Viveta Bhagavati Ada
Viveta Bhagavati Ada.
Tanmadhyeditam Uttamam.
Tanmadhyeditam Uttamam.
Somebody else?
Shri Prahlada Uvacha.
Shri Prahlada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu
Swaram Pada Sevanam. Archanam Vandanam Dasyam. Sakyam Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu. Bhaktishtena Lakshana. Kriyate Bhagavati Gata. Tanmadhyeditam Uttamam.
Somebody else?
Shri Prahlada Uvacha
Shri Prahlada Uvacha.
Shravanam Kirtanam Kirtanam Vishnu
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu
Padasevanam
Smaranam Padasevanam
Archanam Vandanam Dasyam
Archanam Vandanam Dasyam
Sakyam Atmanivedanam
Sakyam Atmanivedanam
Iti Pumsarvita Vishnu
Iti Pumsarvita Vishnu
Bhaktische Navalakshana
Bhakti Navadakshana
Kriyata Bhagavati Adha
Kriya Bhagavatyada
Tanmanyeditamuttamam
Dharmadhyeditamuttamam.
Word for word meaning or the translation itself? There it is. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing the chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the Lord's lotus feet, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. So we discussed previously the different offenses that one should avoid. And now we continue on. These offenses is necessary to know so that we will not commit any offenses while doing deity worship. We will continue. If one commits any of the above offenses, one must read at least 1 chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So that will make you read Bhagavad Gita if you're not reading Bhagavad Gita. And if you do deity worship, there is also a series of mantras. Patigyata Bhagovinda Name Bhakti Pranashyate Iti Samsitcha Pranasajamiham. It's asking for forgiveness. I'm sure you have that posted. You have this posted, in the prep room, on the altar before entering the altar. This should be there. I memorized some of those. This is one of the prayers. So after you do the arti, or after you do worship of the Lord, especially in the temple, this is always posted, and all the brahmanas, the pujaris, read this after.
You cannot see in our TV.
It should
There
be
are
there.
those things that there that we do Archana and all, and also how to put to sleep, but not this.
No, these are prayers. One should.
Where do we find? Yeah, I can.
Maybe this in. You have?
Yeah, I have it posted on
You
my.
post. Oh, okay, so you can forward it.
You can print it from our stick or laminate it.
You should ask the head pujari. It's for all the pujaris who enter the main altar, and after the puja, it's supposed to be posted there, and then you recite, and then you'll remember this. Yeah. This is very important. So if you don't, then you just chant at least 1 chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Don't read. Or you can read chapter 2, but that is the longest. or read the shortest one, chapter 12, devotional service. Yeah.
It starts like mantrahinam, kriyahinam.
Yeah, mantrahinam, kiyanam, bhaktihinam, janardana. Yat pujita maya devam paripurnam purastune. Yat tatam bhaktimatena.
Bhaktaram pushpam phalam avidekam.
Tatyam.
Vidhihinam, mantrahinam.
Vidhina,
Mantrahinam.
bhadrahinam.
Gatkinchit bhagavatam. Ya mantra vihinam va tatsarvam shantam. Ajnanatva jnanat shukam jnanmaya kritam shantam arhasit tatsarvam. Tatsaneva vrinanam. Sthiti seva gatiriyatra.
Smiti
seva
sita
stitivacha. Bhudat sarva manavishnu vai chetsita. Aparadha sahasrani avante anishamaya daso samjiti manasma.
Samasva Madhusudana.
Pratigata
Govinda
name Pranam Sandhya.
So this is like the mantras.
This after every day.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's good to know. You can have it in a piece of paper. And translation is ultimately, please forgive me for any offenses that I have committed knowingly or unknowingly while doing the worship. But the best is to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
This is confirmed in the Skanda Purana, Avanti Kanda. Similarly, there is another injunction stating that one who reads 1,000 names of Vishnu can be released from all offenses. Vishnu Sahasranam. There's a little, maybe 10, 15 minutes, or maybe no more than that. At least half an hour, maybe. No, not really half an hour. There is in YouTube also the Vishnu Sahasranam. You can hear that also while doing puja. I do that once in a while. Or there's Radha Sahasranam, all auspicious. Or the Nisinga Kavacha, Stotram. In the same Skanda Purana, Reva Kanda, it is said that one who recites prayers to Tulsi or sows a Tulsi seed is also freed from all offenses. So there are many ways how the offenses can be rectified. But that doesn't mean, I can make offenses. You should try to avoid offenses. Similarly, one who worships the Salagram Sila can also be relieved of offenses. That's why Brahmanas, they always have Salagram Sila.
Women cannot, right?
Huh?
Females can.
They can do it. They can, but again, you have your time period in the month where you're contaminated. So usually the Brahmanas, that is the men. I know some Matajis, they worship Salagram Sila. In the Brahmanda Purana, it is said that one who worships Lord Vishnu, whose four hands bear a conch shell, disc, lotus flower, and club, can be relieved from the above offenses. In the Adivaraha Purana, it is said that a worshipper who has committed offenses may fast for 1 day at the holy place known as Sokarava, and then bathe in the Ganges. You have to go to India every day. after your puja, to take bath in the Ganges. In the process of worshiping deity, it is sometimes enjoined that one worship the deity within the mind. But this is very high. Manasa Puja. Manasa Puja. Even Haridas Thakur, he would chant 192 rounds every day. But then it is mentioned that this is divided also. Not just in one sitting he will be chanting the whole 192 rounds. Or how many lakhs is that? 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs. It takes about 8 hours for 1 lakh. So that's 24 hours. But sometimes, he would, he will do not sometimes, but he will divide 3. He's absorbed in Harinam Sankirtan. That's 8 hours. And Japa, 8 hours. And Manasa, Japa, chanting. So one may worship also the Lord within one's mind. Like if you're traveling, again, and you cannot bring your deity, so usually you may have another devotee to worship. And you can carry a picture of your deities. And you can still continue the puja through the mind. Offer incense also, some flowers and boga in the pictures. So that's the same thing, because the picture of the Lord is not different than the Lord himself, his deity form. In the Padma Purana, Uttarakanda, it is said, all persons can generally worship within the mind. The Gautamiya Tantra states, for a sannyasi who has no home, worship of the deity within the mind is recommended. In the Narada Pancharatra, it is stated by Lord Narayana that worship of the deity within the mind is called Manasa Puja. So we should do that if it's not possible to have the deities with us, and we have to live. And we heard that story in the Nectar of Devotion, right? A Brahmana, he was worshipping the Lord and in the mind, within his mind, and he wanted to offer sweet rice, and he wanted to be sure that when he offered the sweet rice, it's not that hot. So he was testing whether the sweet rice is already cold. So he touched within his mind the sweet rice, and he got burned. His finger got burnt. It's very high level of worship. In the Adi Varaha Purana, it is said that a worshipper who has committed offenses may fast for 1 day at the holy place again. In the Gautamiya Tantra, one can become free from the 4 miseries by this method, Manasa Puja. Sometimes worship from the mind can be independently executed. According to the instruction of Avirhotra Muni, one of the Nava Yugendras, as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, one may worship the deity by chanting all the mantras. 8 kinds of deities are mentioned in the Shastra, and the mental deity is one of them. In this regard, the following description is given in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Now, this is the story. So, what are these 8 kinds of deities? See if we can remember all of them. Metal, wood, marble, painting. What else? Made of clay. Paint, yeah. Made of jewelry. Made of earth also. and here mentioned within one's mind, manasa puja. So this is the story now of that Brahmana. In the city of Pratishthanapura, long ago, there resided a Brahmana who was poverty-stricken, but innocent and not dissatisfied. A Brahmana should be satisfied. It's like when the Brahmana was sent by Rukmini to Lord Krishna, because Rukmini, she heard of Lord Krishna and she wanted to have Lord Krishna as her husband. She doesn't want to get married to Shishupal. Her brother Rukmini,
Yes.
wanted Rukmini to be married to Shishupal. So she wrote a letter saying that such and such day there'll be like a contest. Who will be the winner, then will be my husband. And I'm longing for you to be my husband. So please come and kidnap me. So a Brahmana was sent to Lord Krishna in Dwarka. And when he greeted the Brahmana, he says, "How are you? How is your mind? Are you peaceful?" The Brahmana should be peaceful, should be satisfied, it says here, and not dissatisfied. So one day he heard a discourse in an assembly of Brahmanas concerning how to worship the deity in the temple. In that meeting, he also heard that the deity may be worshipped within the mind. After this incident, the Brahmana, having bathed in the Godavari river, began mentally worshipping the deity. He would wash the temple within his mind, and then in his imagination he would bring water from all the sacred rivers in golden and silver water pots. So all of this is within his mind. He collected all kinds of valuable paraphernalia for worship, and he worshipped the deity very gorgeously, beginning from bathing the deity and ending with offering arti. Thus he felt great happiness. After many years had passed in this way, one day within his mind he cooked nice sweet rice with ghee to worship the deity. He placed the sweet rice on a golden dish and offered it to Lord Krishna. But he felt that the sweet rice was very hot, and therefore he touched it with his finger. He immediately felt that his finger had been burned by the hot sweet rice, and thus he began to lament. While the Brahmana was in pain, Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha began smiling, and the goddess of fortune inquired from the Lord why he was smiling. Lord Vishnu then ordered his associates to bring the Brahmana to Vaikuntha. Thus, the Brahmana attained the liberation of Samipya, the facility of living near the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having the same planet. That's one of the 5 kinds of liberations. Salopya, same planet, Samipya, Sarupya also having the same form. This is the same opulence as the Supreme Lord. And one of the 5 kinds of liberation, the merging Sayuja is considered to be hellish for devotees. The Mayavadis, this is their goal, to be one with Lord. To be one with the Absolute, to be one with the Supreme. Of course, they're Mayavadis, so they don't believe in the personal feature of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they will want to just merge with that effulgence, unknowingly that the effulgence actually is coming from the form, transcendental form of the Supreme Lord, Brahma Jyoti. And because there are no activities at all, there's no bliss, no activities, no bliss, no happiness. So as Prabhupada says, they come down again. So one can worship the Supreme Lord within one's mind. But don't do it if you can do physically. Yeah. Then it'll be like, it's very elaborate. The same how you worship the Lord every day physically, the same process that you have to picture within your mind. How to do it. How to do it. Any question here? The Arcanam. So we finished the Arcanam now, after many, many days. At least 1 week. Vandanam. Yeah.
So all these rules that I mentioned are also for home deities which are not installed?
Yeah. Well, some of them are applicable, some of them are not applicable. Like you don't go with your shoes inside. That's practically most of it. Most of it. Don't worship the Lord after you just took prasad. That's why he said that we should fast first. Not until the Lord has honored the prasad. Yeah. We should fast in that way. Perform the festival accordingly. So it's Janmashtami, Ramnavami, and it's Gauravantai. So you also observe and you prepare special boga, more preparations. It's like when your birthday, you want to have a big occasion. So similarly, festivals like Janmashtami, Ramnavami, Nisingha, Chaturdasi, Radhastami, Balaram Jayanti. You can offer because Lord Nityananda is different than Lord Balaram. So one should observe. So many of these offenses are also applicable when you do home deity worship. But one must be careful. It's good to read them again and again and be, let's say, familiar, understand, so that we don't commit any offenses.
Now, during these festivals, is it recommended to do like Panchamrit?
Yeah, why not? Why not? The special day. Some devotees, they will do every Ekadasi, all of this paraphernalia, Panchagavya, because they have time. Some devotees, they just do the water. But on a special occasion, we should do it. Just like on Ekadasis, we are supposed to chant 25 rounds. So it's increased. So in festival time, that's the opportunity for us to increase our seva. Yeah. The more you do during festival time, on such occasions, then the Lord is pleased with that endeavor. What about if you have deities at home? Then you have to go to the temple and you have service of the temple also. So whatever you can do. You cannot make 108 offerings. Yeah, and then you have some service at the temple you have to tend to. So one should be practical as well. Sometimes they go to the temple first and then they worship their deities. Yeah, they say you have to dress the deities in the morning. And that's the time that you do your puja at home. So they can understand. Temple first. Service in the temple first. Yeah. Yes?
Pranam Maharaji, please forgive me, I have a technical question. So growing up in the Chicago temple, I always saw like 1 to 4, the main temple hall is closed. You've been to the Chicago temple?
Yeah.
So, and our temple here, I've been here last 8 to 10 years. It's very small. We don't have many rooms to have programs and stuff at Atlanta. So here, mostly like it's closed 1 to 4, especially Sundays. But sometimes we have to have programs in the main temple hall while the curtains are closed. My technical question is, I am a little confused personally. Is it okay to have the Gita class there during that 1 to 4 time in front of Srila Prabhupada, or what's the rule? Please forgive me.
For festival time, usually the classes are in the morning. Like the Srimad Bhagavatam class continues even if it's festival time. And then when you do Abhishek, let's say in the evening, it could be a small, short class.
So let me clarify a little bit. So Sundays, we have one Gita conference call. Before COVID, we were having it in the temple room, like 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Read by Srila Prabhupada. The new beginning students would sit there and have the class.
Okay.
And after COVID, we started doing it on the phone. So sometimes I like to go sit there like we used to and just buy Srila Prabhupada.
It's extra now. See, COVID is over. We did that so that everyone can be engaged and not everyone can come to the temple. So now COVID is over. If you can come to the temple, why it's not, nowadays, japa, Zoom in the morning. I don't think it is necessary because you become conditioned now that you cannot chant your japa without the Zoom. You cannot chant without your phone in front of you. We were not doing that before, isn't it? So COVID times is over now. If it helps, but you cannot chant properly also. You cannot chant because you're focused on the phone. Why not chant in front of the deities? It's like mentally you are. If you're not there, then you're like you're not following the process. It is my opinion. We stopped this, and we have one devotee in Vrindavan, Brahmachari. So he started this during the COVID times. So somehow he was able to engage many young people also. Then we told him, now finish, COVID is over. And he became attached to those whom he developed. Yeah? And we told him, either you stop, if you don't stop, you can go. Because he's cutting, now he's not able to come to our morning program. You know, during the class, he was giving class to them. We have our Srimad Bhagavatam class, he will be there. So, you know what happened? Eventually he left. He's our brahmachari. He's on his own. We told him, you know, yeah, you should be with us. So this is brahmachari. I don't know about grihastha. If it helps you, that's fine. But I find it very destructive.
So Maharaji, like after COVID, right? I started coming back to the temple to
Yeah.
do that full Gita class in person.
Yeah.
I got to sit in the
Sure, that should be.
holy feet of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
And one time, Pujari ji said to me that, oh, Srila Prabhupada is resting 1 to 4, you cannot sit here. So I started sitting outside the temple to do that class. So that's
Or
my
they put
technical
Prabhupada
question.
to rest 1 to 4 also. No, only the deities. Prabhupada is always there.
Yes, Maharaj, I was dressing with Srila Prabhupada and I was told to leave because Prabhupada is resting. You can't dress in between 1 and 4.
You cannot
Yeah, he's
disturb.
resting. Yes, you cannot dress Srila Prabhupada between 1 and 4 because he's also resting.
Do they put him to rest?
No.
So how is he resting?
Exactly. I agree with you.
So now we have to go at 6:30 in the morning to dress.
Yeah.
And
it's
that too we cannot do before 6:30 because Prabhupada is chanting.
See, that is like, too many rules and regulations. You have to be practical also.
Yes.
This comes from temple management. So.
Yeah, I think each and every temple, they have their own way of doing it. I've never heard Prabhupada is resting also from 1 to 4.
How is it at Sri Vrindavan?
We have kirtan. If he's resting, then we cannot do kirtan also. Because we have 24-hour kirtan. Each and every time, place, and circumstance is different. If the management says like that, then we have to follow the management.
For me, management said okay.
Yeah.
But only the Pujari.
But we can chant anytime in the temple. Anytime.
Including when the altar is closed.
Yeah.
Even chanting, they tell me one time, no, go out.
No, you can chant softly.
Yeah,
Ayendra Prabhu told me that ladies never sleep. It depends. Of course, for public, we tell temple is closed.
Yes.
In Vrindavan. And when if our own devotees, okay, they can come in. Because they know proper etiquette, right? Yeah. Okay?
May I ask another question?
Okay.
If it's not okay, please disregard.
Sure. Go ahead.
I grew up in the Chicago temple, right? So I'm not initiated, like I told you yesterday, I'm aspiring. But what about kitchen service? In the Chicago temple, we have the deity kitchen and then we have the prasadam kitchen, like the Sunday prasadam.
The prasadam.
Yeah.
Where do you offer the prasadam?
In the temple? Are you talking about the ISKCON temple? In Chicago or here?
You're talking about Chicago?
Chicago, yes. So the pujaris take care of that. But my question is, I was always used to growing up going in the prasadam kitchen, not the deity kitchen, and helping with the cut up or making the puris.
Where's the prasadam kitchen? You have deity kitchen and devotee kitchen. Better say like that.
Okay.
Prasadam kitchen.
Sorry.
Devotee kitchen and deity kitchen. Okay.
So devotee kitchen, I was used to. It's a huge kitchen. Growing up, going and helping to prepare like Sunday feast, whatever.
Okay.
And here, I haven't been able to do that. So is there a hard and fast rule?
Because your devotee kitchen and deity kitchen is in the same. Same. There's no distinction.
Okay.
But we've read here that uninitiated devotee should not cook for the deities.
Okay. But for the devotees, we can help.
You can help, but again, at the same time, it depends, because here you're mixed, right? Together. So for the Sunday feast, where do you offer the boga?
At the main altar.
So who's cooking there?
Initiated.
Initiated devotees. You can help. In festival time, we allow everyone to help kata and cleaning, even uninitiated. But they should be also chanting Hare Krishna mantra, following the 4 regs. But the cooks themselves, they should be Brahmana. And we ask devotees who are second initiated as well to cook at home. They may bring to be included for the main offering. Like let's say Janmashtami, festival time, but not every day. Only festival time. There is some provision that they can do it.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay.
But festival time, everyone is allowed to cook and eat.
That's no. It's not. That's not proper. Then I don't need to get initiated. If I can worship and I can do the same thing as the Brahmanas do, then there's no need for me to be initiated. What will be the impetus for me to be initiated? What will encourage me to be initiated? Then there is no difference, Brahmanas and uninitiated, during festival time. Yeah? No, it is not proper. We can encourage them to help cleaning up or cut vegetables, but they have to be also clean. They should not wear jeans. They should not wear outside clothes. As soon as they enter the kitchen, that is part of the altar. That's Radharani's kitchen, right? So we cannot wear casual clothing there, unless like sometimes workers or electricians, plumbers, outside workers, they can enter because that they have to fix something, but to directly be part of the deity worship, that is separate, that is different. So I think you can suggest that. You can suggest to the management that you have to have a high level of deity worship. Okay, any other points? Let me see now. The Arcanam now is finished. So I think it's better we start tomorrow different. Vandanam, that means prayers. We spend a lot of time in Arcanam. Because our focus of all of our activities are meant for the pleasure of the Lord. Everything that we do is meant for to their lordships. They're meant for the lordships. So any other points in the Archana?
One voice point.
Yes.
When we say we are putting the deities to sleep,
Yeah.
what is the for home deities? What is the
When we put our deities, you just chant some mantras, or you can say it in English. My dear Lord, please take rest now.
there's no like There's no separate paraphernalia.
It would be nice if they have a small bed. Because the more you treat them as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the more your bhakti will increase. Yeah.
So you just pick them up and then.
No, you don't have, you just show. You don't have to move them.
Bed is just for show.
Yeah. But if you can put, then if they're wearing garlands and everything, their clothings, because at night time, they're supposed to wear pajamas. Yeah? So that's another thing. Then that's another, you have to change their clothes again. It is not the same as the temple worship. They change, right? After the last artik or after Sandhya artik, in between, they change. In Vrindavan, we change them after the last artik. So the pujaris usually, they'll spend more time and they'll take rest like 10 o'clock, the pujaris themselves. It's very, very elaborate. But at home, then you just pray, Lord, please take rest now. And then when you wake them up, like in the morning, Mangalarti, before we don't just go inside and do the arti. There should be some prayers also. And it could be in our own language. Yeah. Sometimes winter time also you have to put them warm clothes. Yeah. Like right now in Vrindavan, you will not see Krishna Balaram with like, you will just see them with their chadar, practically. In winter time, they have like woolen cloth or chadars. So it's like that. The season-wise, they also change. Anything else? Yes?
I'm asking all my questions today. What about, I've heard many times about worship of Laddu Gopalji, Bal Gopal in the home. And when I moved out of my parents' house after marriage, I moved here to Atlanta. So I was told, like, Gornikai, they don't take any offense. And that's something
the worship of Laddu Gopal is like, it's not in our sampradaya. That's a pusti marg, because they treat immediately Krishna as their son. In our sampradaya, we worship the Lord that we are servants, that we are not the parents. Yeah, and also they carry lots. It's like you carry your baby with you all the time. Yeah. And they put them in the basket. You know, I've seen them in Vrindavan, like Mangalarti. Sometimes they will put their Laddu Gopal facing Radha and Krishna, or Krishna and Balaram. So you will see them in front of the altar. That is not our rule. It says one should hide one's guru, one should hide one's deities also. You don't, because your puja, your worship, you don't declare to the whole world that, yes, I'm worshiping the Lord in this form. It is like more internal. Now it becomes a trend. In India, I know they carry Gaurnitai like that. With Giriraj there also, there's one god brother of ours. But that is his mood. And Guru Maharaj knows that, he's doing it. He didn't stop. But it should not be. Should not be like that.
Maharaj, when you're saying we must hide means we should not take them out of the house.
Hide means you don't reveal. Hide means you should not reveal. It is like, because our Guru Maharaj has departed also. It is like, it is not an offense, but it becomes like, we should not say the name of our Guru Maharaj. We should not say, yeah, I'm a disciple of such and such. No. If you want to find out, let's say, I want to find out who's your Guru, I will not ask you directly. I will ask someone. It is not an offense, but we should not say, like, say, the Prabhupada says, whenever he will say, his Guru Maharaj is Om Pavishta, Vishta, Astotarasat Simad, it's like the proper way how to say it. Instead of saying immediately, yes, I'm a disciple of such and such guru.
What if they ask who's your?
Oh, then you fold your hand with veneration and you say Om Vishnupada, or His Holiness, or Srila, like an address, honorific address, not just casually, yes. But rarely I will ask a person, who is your guru? We should not ask like directly like that. We will find out anyway.
Maharaj, when some people have Jagannath Rath Yatra like in the house and they say bring your deities also, so we should not take them.
What do you mean?
Oh yes. Yeah. So like if they are
Bring your Jagannath also?
Yeah, so because they are having a Rath Yatra.
That's okay. Jagannath can go outside. Jagannath can go anywhere. But Radha Krishna, you should not carry Radha Krishna wherever you go. Gornitai also, they can go.
What about missionary deity?
They don't go outside. They don't go outside.
Yeah.
One Radha Krishna deity during Prabhupada's time, because that is their mood for preaching, Radha Damodar. Yeah? We've heard of that Radha Damodar bus party. Yeah. That's the only Radha Krishna deities that Prabhupada allowed to go travel in different cities for preaching. But no, we should not bring Radha Krishna or even Nishingadev. Gaurita, yes. Jagannath, yes.
She's asking because when Guru Maharaj was unwell, we had machinery Yagna here. So I asked her to bring her machinery. He took it there also.
That's okay. See, internally we do that. Right?
Also no need to bring the deity for the Yagna.
You can, sure.
Oh, you mean internally amongst
Yeah.
others?
But you go all the devotees' houses and keep bringing.
Because she told me no, I said no.
You can. It's like Brahmanas who's doing yajna, then they have Shalagram Shila at home. Yeah, so they can bring that. They're the presiding deity for that yajna. I say if you have Nishingha Homa yajna, then if the pujari is having Nishingha Shila, he can bring. But we should not do it every day, wherever you go, you bring it, Salikam Shila with you. See, the main idea is the hiding means your bhajan should not be revealed because it's only between you and Krishna. One should not advertise that, yes, yes, I have this, I have this, I have this. Actually, even I've never seen a lot of devotees in our movement where the deity worship are being broadcasted live, except Guru Maharaj. Yeah? Our Guru Maharaj, when he does his puja, he didn't say anything. Have you seen anyone who's doing puja is being broadcasted live?
No.
Only our Guru Maharaj, isn't it? Maybe once they will show, very briefly, I think, Janardana Swami. He did a video of him, but not like practically every day. Yes, practically every day it's like live stream. It's very special. Hmm? Anything else?
No questions here from the.
No question? Are they sleeping? That's why there's no question.
Maharaj, please forgive me. One last question. You can disregard if it's not.
No, it's okay.
So wherever I go these days, it's like a trend, right? To give to some statue or deities, right? So
A
people.
gift? It's a gift?
Yes. So they.
What do you mean statue?
They know
Deity.
yes, so they know I love Krishna. So everywhere I go, people they try to gift me some baby Krishna, some deity statue. You know how to deal with that situation, because I know Shri Guru Maharaj always says that you are not Yashoda Maya. You cannot care for Laddu Gopal, Bal Gopal. So how to deal? Do I not accept or do I donate in the temple?
When Krishna comes to you through a devotee, you accept. But are you ready to worship? Then you should give this again to someone who's ready to worship. Or you can put them to sleep. When you're ready, then you worship them. Yeah. But Laddu Gopal, again, is not enough. Have you seen any Laddu Gopal in our temples? Any ISKCON temples? Yes?
Yeah.
Where?
Srila Prabhupada Ashram.
Where is that?
Udhampur, Jammu Kashmir.
Well, they're special temple.
Yes,
They're special temple.
very special.
Yeah, but
And some.
I've never seen any Laddu Gopal.
Yeah, some places, I think.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
Not on your, not Jew temple.
Not on the temple, inside the temple.
It's not there either.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Prabhupada's mode of worship is not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you've seen all the temples have Laddu Gopals.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's different than like say, some devotees, they just get married and then they received Laddu Gopal as a gift, what to do. And that was before becoming devotees in ISKCON. So they may continue. But to start worshipping Laddu Gopal after getting initiated, we don't do that.
I've seen some altars like so many Laddu Gopals.
That's not ISKCON temple.
And their homes.
The home is there's a difference than the temple and home. But even at home, if you're given them as a gift, but to acquire after being initiated in ISKCON, no, should be Gaurnitai, Radha Krishna, Sinidev, can have Sitaram, not Radha Gopal. Because we're not in that sampradaya, okay? Our sampradaya is following Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. to worship Radha Krishna in the mood of Vrindavan with awe and reverence. Prabhupada even says that if there's a Radha Krishna deities in the temple, the pujaris don't worship them as Radha Krishna. In the mood, they worship them as Radha Krishna, but in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan, with awe and reverence. Yeah. Because we're not in that mood of spontaneous love. Raganuga platform. You have any points?
No, I received a Gopal choice and I gave to those who worship.
So, yeah, you can give to those who are already worshipping Radha Gopal. They'll be having 100 Radha Gopals at home. What to do? They're ready doing that. You cannot take them away. Now, if they're worshipping demigods, better you put the demigods aside or you put them to sleep also. Don't mix them with in your altar. In your altar should be only Krishna or his expansions, not demigods. But what if you have demigods given to you again when you were young? You become attached. So it's okay, but put them aside. And know what is their position in relation to Lord Krishna. If it's a Lord Shiva, let's say, Shivalinga, no problem. You worship him as Vaishnava.
There's a question from Zoom.
Okay.
Urvisha, can you please unmute Mataji and ask your question?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Pranam. I was just going to ask, because if you live in a joint family and you have family members who pray to other devtas and it's only one mandir, I don't know how to separate.
Your joint family and they're worshipping who? Demigods?
In the same altar.
No, as again, you don't mix them up. We respect the demigods, but we don't worship them. Worship is only for Krishna.
So probably her family members have been worshipping,
So they should have a separate altar. They have a separate area where your other family members continues worshiping them. Fine. That's not a big problem. But don't mix. No mixing. No mixing. No kichiri here. We respect. It's like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He visited many Lord Shiva temples, South India. And when we see a demigod, we should also offer obeisances, offer respect. But Bhaja Govinda, only to Govinda. We don't say Bhaja Shiva, yeah? Bhaja Ganesh. Do we say that? No. Bhagavad Gita says that Bhaja or worship is only for Krishna. Of course, in India, the young girls, they will worship Lord Shiva to have a husband as good as Lord Shiva. Yeah. So that's a different thing. Okay, is that the answer to your question?
Yes, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Haribol? Yes? So you request, and when you offer prasadam to your deities or main deities, you can have that also first offer to the demigods, like Lord Shiva. Then it becomes Mahapasada, like in Nandagram. This is what they do. They first offer to Krishna Balaram, and then after that, the first person who will honor the prasad is Lord Shiva. And then it will be distributed to everyone. Okay? Can we stop here now? Thank you very much. Deity worship ki jai.